Hey guys, Ryan Review from the West.
Victor from the same thing.
We're outside because my house burned down. It's actually not true. A dinosaur broke in and ate my couch. Jurassic World Review. This mosquito's gonna get me.
It's gonna eat us.
Alright, Jurassic World. Went and saw it. Did we see it early?
Yeah, we saw it the day before it opened,
Ooh.
which is kind of a treat, if you know what I mean.
Early access.
Access VIP lounge.
Pretty cool. Yeah, saw it. Our little cinema squad that goes and sees movies. Try to see them early because that's VIP.
It is a really, really good movie. I loved it.
It's so enjoyable. Everyone that's hating on it, everyone that's just like, terrible, not good, don't see it, just kind of ignore that. That's their own opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
I really don't know what they were expecting. Like, if you think about it, what were they expecting? It's Jurassic World. It's like a theme park of dinosaurs. That was what I got.
Yeah, I think people were probably, referencing back to the older films and seeing how they did it, and how much more depth there was, or all the stuff they had differently than this one. I mean, and this director that made the new one, he's only made one other film, and it was some character drama. And so you gotta give the guy props for what he's done. And it's don't go into it expecting some sort of like super delve in, master plot like this large. It's just a fun, action-packed, full of great character film, and it's a good time, really.
And let's not forget that Steven Spielberg did the first one. So, I mean, why are you comparing it to his work?
Yeah,
That's Steven Spielberg. Didn't he shoot Schindler's List in the same year, too? It's like ridiculous. Guy is a monster. But that's, speaking of monsters, tie this in. CGI was great.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really see anything that looked cheesy. It's up to date. I don't think I'm going to go back in the, when I'm 70, I don't think I'm going to go back and watch this and be outdated. Like with the older Jurassic Parks, they're starting to show their age a little bit. This one I think is going to hold up. It looks really, really, really good. The characters, everyone hates the characters. I love the characters. Bryce and Chris were fantastic. They contrasted each other so well. And everyone's like, oh, she was such an annoying character in the beginning. Yeah, that's character progression. She starts out and becomes better.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, then Chris had no character progression. I'm like, well, that's because that's his job. He knows the business.
A lot of people were saying how they were kind of cartoony in a way. They were kind of, Chris Pratt was the, kind of the badass, like, I'm the velociraptor talker, whatever guy. And then you got the scientist, and then you just got the two kids who, like other kids. I thought that one kid, the older brother, was gonna be a total
Idiot.
Idiot
Punk
loser.
Stoner.
Like in almost every other movie like that. I thought he was just gonna be like the kid you're just gonna totally despise. But
That's what I was
actually came out to
expecting.
be he was kind of he started out that way, but then overall he got fun with everything. He's like a likable character.
Yeah, I did enjoy the poke at. I assume it was like a director's poke at society. The way it showed the different contrasts in ages, where the kid's running around having a great time, and he's just scrolling his phone.
Oh,
They're dinosaurs, dinosaurs. He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's really. They showed the childlike spirit where it's oh, everything's great, and then whatever.
Yeah, it's boring.
Phone.
And it was interesting too because since this takes place many years after the first films, a lot of the people found dinosaurs to be boring. They explained because they've seen it all before. There's nothing new, and so what they decided to do is kind of create a new dinosaur, and that's kind of the main problem of the story is this new dinosaur that they've created, and it was pretty dang cool.
It was cool.
It
was really cool. And I was worried when in the commercial they're like, it's thinking. I was like,
wait, what?
He's trying to confuse him. It worked.
They kind of explain it later, and how it's such a intelligent creature, animal, and I thought that was really dang cool.
It worked. I really enjoyed, without going into spoilers or anything, I enjoyed the idea of gene splicing on a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Everyone is complaining about that too. Everyone hates everything about this movie except for me and you, it seems like.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, nope, sucked. This was good. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what the problem is. Like, shut up.
I feel like it's another. I feel like a lot of people are hating it for it wasn't just realistic. You know, the whole gene splicing thing. You know, it's just like it's not supposed to be a realistic movie. You gotta try
It's
like
a-
a
it's a-
dinosaur theme park. Like, come on.
Right. It's a dinosaur theme park. That couldn't have been said any better than that. It's a dinosaur.
Gene splicing with dinosaurs.
Dude, I hit it. Bruce Lee moves. Yeah, it's a theme park of dinosaurs. Where does your realism end or begin, for that matter?
It's just a fun movie. Don't go into it just trying to be freaking Bill Nye the Science Guy and trying to debunk every theory. It's a dang fiction. It's
Dang fiction.
I don't know how to explain it, but there's a few moments in the movie where you thought it was gonna make this big thing, like Jurassic Park, and then because there's a scene where they're getting on the island, not a spoiler really, you know they're getting on the freaking island, and you've seen a lot of the entrance of the park already. There's the big hall, the big lane, and then there's the main building. And this kid, the main little kid, he's like running through the park. He's like, "Come on, we gotta get to the hotel. I want to hurry up. Hey, everybody, go, go, go!" And he gets to the window, and like the music's playing, like the main theme you all know and love, and like dun 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 dun, dun, and it starts playing, and he opens the curtains, and dun 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 dun, and then it's just like the front entrance of the park, and you're like hovering above everyone, like, I don't get it. It's like,
What are they seeing? I don't see it. Where is it?
Like, I just don't feel like they showed enough of the park itself. I mean, granted, there was scenes where they were showing different attractions in different areas of the park, but I feel as though I didn't really get the sense of Jurassic World. I got a sense of an upscaled, modern Jurassic Park, which, now that I think about it, was a little like, but it's not a big issue. Like, that's not gonna be it's not gonna turn you off if you've not seen the movie. It's just a little gripe that I had.
Oh my goodness.
What?
What if the reason they made the big moment with the unveiling, okay, I don't even know if this is true, but what if the reason they made the grand announcement of the park or whatever, so like, oh, that's it, was because they were saying that business was taking over the entertainment? What if that was like a metaphor?
Whoa.
What if that was why they did that? Because they're like, the first time you see it is like, wow, this is great, because they understand it was for like the park, and now they're like, business is taking over, and they're like, this is grand, not quite, and that they actually made us feel that. What if that was what?
Whoa. Because there was like a big theme in the movie, was that business was taking over, and it was more about big business and money and all of the money that they could generate off the consumers. And there was just a few people in the film that were like, no, this is about fun. This is about dinosaurs. This is about, things that once were extinct. They're now alive. How could you not be like excited about that? And everyone's just on their phones like, this is boring. Like, that's actually a good point, because that was like a really big theme in it. Was the whole business takeover and advertising and all that stuff.
That just set in too. Once you said that, I was like, wait a minute.
See, I don't know if they meant that, but now that you mention it, it kind of makes sense.
Music is dead. Music is usually my gripe in movies, because it's either too loud, too much, too often, just something like that, or they've got like some rock track, and I'm like, stop. Please stop using electric guitars and drums. Just quit it.
Yeah.
Completely. The music was really, really good in this, because it was very atmospheric, and it was almost like you didn't notice it. It's like, wait, there's music playing, and it's like setting the tone of the scene.
Yeah.
It was great. I
Yeah.
loved the music.
It reminded me a lot of the older films too. It kind of went back to that older soundtrack style too, which was nice to hear, and it made everything just feel new and
It was nice.
nostalgic.
Yep. Cinematography was very good. Lots of wide shots, lots of really nice, pretty looking angles, and it was intense.
Oh man.
It got intense. There's a scene where Chris Pratt is under a truck, and I was just about peeing on myself. I was like,
I know that scene. Oh man. And yeah, there were just so many cool scenes. The first like dinosaur fight you see, you just can't help but smile. It's just like I don't know how long it's been since I've seen a dinosaur film that hasn't been like
Sci-Fi Channel.
Sci-Fi Channel dinosaur. So when you first see like a dinosaur's fighting, you're like, I feel like a kid again. This is great. This is so good. And then there's all the crazy like over the top things that go on between the dinosaurs and the people. It's just a lot of fun.
Yep.
It's a really good time.
Speaking about dinosaurs between people, do not concern yourself with, the velociraptors are working with the humans. That was my only concern about the movie, and I liked it. It was good. Yeah, I was like, this is gonna suck, and I'm just gonna watch it burn. And then I see it, and I was like, all right, I get it.
It was cool.
It's pretty cool.
A lot of people complain about the comedy in it.
I loved it.
Yeah, there being too much humor. It was just kind of forced, and honestly, it was
well
nice.
written.
Yeah, definitely. It
I
wasn't
liked it.
just like it wasn't forced or it didn't seem natural. It was very kind of it transitioned very nicely from a serious talk to just kind of something funny or some words. Yeah, definitely.
Go see it.
Yeah.
It's just great. You're not wasting your money seeing this one. It's entertaining the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. Even the character stories, like the beginning, everyone was like, oh, the beginning was too slow, no dinosaurs. I'm like, well, you have to build a character at some point.
Yeah, you can't just go straight into dinosaur land.
I hope you guys liked it. Jurassic World, definitely go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be buying it on Blu-ray.
Oh, man, I almost want to see it twice in the theater. I would actually be down again.
I would see it again.
After seeing Mad Max, I was like, gotta see it again. This movie, gotta see it again in the theater. It's
These are really good
highly
movies.
recommendable.
Yes, definitely check it out. Worth it all the way.
Yeah.
Dinosaur fan, cinema fan, Chris Pratt fan, because apparently everyone is now.
Yeah, I think he's just a really likable guy. He's a pretty good actor. I think everyone acted really well in this movie. I would like to see them more.
I can't praise it enough.
Yeah, really.
It's intense, it's funny, it's adventure. Yeah.
Man, it's what I've been wanting for so long.
Yep, this was really entertaining. The good summer blockbuster
Really
right
was.
there. See you guys in another episode. Find us on Facebook, reviewsfromthewest.com.
www.facebook.com/reviewsfromthewest. Just go
That's
there.
where you go.
Take it a like it, check it out. It's
We're
fun.
doing a giveaway if you join us.
Yeah, it's been about like 9 weeks since we started it, and we're
No
not
one's
there yet.
joining.
So be part of it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
We're going to be covering E3 too, so
And that's soon.
if you like video games, hang in there. We got your back.
We're there for you.
Alright. This is very obscure what I'm doing. I'm going to move my hand a little bit.
Hey.
Before I get like a disease from a mosquito. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.